"Sir, is that a baby in your jacket?" The question came from a curious customer, but Yuri didn't answer. Not immediately. His eyes were too tired, his lips too dry. He simply smiled, adjusted his coat, and went back to cleaning car windows. What they didn't know was that inside that coat, beneath the zippered warmth, was his whole world, his child, his heartbeat, and the last piece of his broken family. This is the story of how one man was abandoned by love, betrayed by life, and forced to become both father and mother to a child he didn't plan to raise alone. Yuri was never rich. He didn't have a big house. He didn't have powerful friends, but he had a heart full of dreams and a woman he believed in. Her name was Stella. Beautiful, quiet, strong-willed. She worked as a hairdresser in a local salon in Yaoundé, Cameroon. They met in church, fell in love, got married fast, too fast. In less than a year, Stella got pregnant. Yuri thought it was the beginning of their new life, but for Stella, it was the beginning of her slow disappearance. The baby came early, a small, frail boy named Danny. Yuri tried his best. He juggled 2 jobs. He worked as a roadside cleaner in the mornings and a night security guard at a crumbling hotel. But Stella, she started staying out late, started ignoring the baby. She said motherhood was choking her. One night she came home, looked at the crying baby and said, "I never wanted this life." Yuri didn't sleep that night. It was a Monday. Yuri returned from his shift to find the house too quiet. No sound, no kettle boiling, no humming from the bathroom. Stella was gone. Her clothes, gone. Her phone, switched off. No letter, no call, nothing. Only the baby, lying on a thin mattress, barely awake, barely fed. Yuri picked up his son and held him for hours. The silence in the room was louder than thunder. He waited for days. He called her friends, visited her family. No one knew where Stella had gone, or if they did, they weren't saying. Days turned into weeks, and now Yuri had a choice. Leave the baby at a shelter, or find a way to raise him, no matter how hard. He chose the second, but he couldn't afford a nanny, couldn't stop working. So he did the unthinkable. He zipped the baby under his coat. Every day, he cleaned windscreens at traffic lights with one hand, while the other cradled Danny inside his jacket. The child slept through honks, heat, and hunger. And people, they stared. Some judged. Some gave a little extra change. Others called him irresponsible. But he kept going. Then the rumors started. That's the man whose wife ran away. She said he was too poor. He must have done something bad. No one knew the truth. No one asked. But one journalist noticed him. A young woman named Amina, fresh out of university. She watched Yuri for days. She finally approached him. "Is that your child?" "Yes." "Why do you carry him like that?" "Because I have no one else." She wrote an article titled, "The Man Who Tucks His Child Under His Jacket." It went viral. Within 72 hours, Yuri's life changed. Donations came in, job offers, free daycare services, NGOs reached out. But most importantly, someone else reached out, Stella. She messaged Amina, "I saw the story. I was wrong. I couldn't handle motherhood. I was drowning. I never wanted to hurt him. Or Yuri. I just wanted to breathe." Weeks later, they met. No drama, no shouting, just tears. Stella had been living with a distant aunt, hiding, ashamed. She had suffered her own silent depression, postpartum trauma no one diagnosed. No one cared to treat. They talked. They forgave. They didn't rush, but they rebuilt. Today, Yuri works at a car service center. Danny is enrolled in early school, and Stella volunteers for a mental health awareness group for young mothers. Sometimes the strongest people are the quietest. Sometimes the ones judged the most are simply those with no one to help them. Yuri didn't choose this life, but he embraced it. He became a father who refused to let go, even when the world gave up on him. And now he stands as a symbol of love, of resilience, of what African men truly are when society removes the mask. What do you think? Do we judge too quickly? Do we listen enough? Share this story. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if this touched your heart, subscribe for more true stories that deserve to be heard. This is Afromouth Stories. Real voices, real Africa.